Smosh Games has been around officially 1 year.
1 year! We 172 days. None of us died.
But the real high five goes to you.
Yay!
Thank you so much for watching, and as a reward, or maybe as a punishment, we're going to be reading a fan fiction one of you guys wrote about.
When Anthony and I were looking for some gross fan fictions about ourselves, we came across this epic one that tells a story from when we gave Joven his waxing.
We're going to be reading our parts,
and we'll have
been written.
I'm going to narrate in a proper voice,
Yeah.
because that is what you do when you read something that is this high class.
And we're going to be giving our best dramatic voices.
We've never seen this, by the way. A lot of most of us have not.
Anthony and I just skimmed, we saw a couple sentences, and we were like, okay.
The wax job. While usernames are cool, Anthony turned off the camera, and Joven let the smile slip from his face, wincing in pain. His entire torso was red and raw, his wax still clinging to his skin, and the remaining body hair. He was in too much pain to get up off the table yet.
That you guys wax me was a terrible idea.
You pussy, so Hinky murmured, but he was smiling affectionately as he ran his hand comfortingly over Joven's thigh.
You alright?
Ian asked, stroking Joven's hair from where he stood at the head of the table. Joven nodded.
Just sore.
Let's get you cleaned up.
Mari suggested, rummaging through her bag. She pulled out a bottle of clear liquid, a cloth, and some soap.
What's that?
Joven asked, pointing to the bottle.
Just baby oil.
She assured him.
It'll help take the rest of the wax off more easily.
He nodded. What? He nodded, closing his eyes as she dripped some of the oil onto his chest, rubbing it in with the cloth. The oil was soothing on his skin. In fact, it felt nice. Mari gently rubbed his side with her other hand, and that felt really nice. He hummed softly in contentment.
Feel good?
She asked. Joven nodded. Suddenly he felt another hand caressing his other side. A larger, more callous hand.
More callous?
I've been working out in the fields, guys.
Anthony. He smiled to himself.
How's that?
Ian asked, smiling down at him. Joven shrugged.
A little better.
Ian grinned, leaning down to kiss him. Upside down so that his bearded chin tickled the tip of Joven's nose. Joven smiled into the kiss, tugging Ian's bottom lip gently with his teeth.
Stop it, you two.
Lasercorn said, swatting the back of Ian's head gently as he circled the table.
You're just jealous.
This is so weird.
I really am.
Pulling Lasercorn in by the collar of his shirt and planting a kiss just beside his lips.
Beside his lips. Just do it. It's beside his lips.
Maybe a little. Lasercorn replied, grinning as he turned his head to kiss Ian fully. Joven laughed, shaking his head as he turned his attention back to Mari. She was digging around in her bag once again.
How much stuff do you have in there?
He asked incredulously.
I came prepared.
Mari replied, laughing.
Besides, you'll be grateful for this. If I can find it, here.
She pulled out a bottle of lotion.
This is what I use when I get my legs waxed. It'll make your skin feel a lot better.
Mari smiled, squirting some of the lotion in his hand and smearing it across Joven's chest. He sighed in relief. The cold cream immediately began to soothe his burning skin.
Wanna help?
Mari asked Anthony, holding the tube out to him with her other hand.
Fine.
He replied with an exaggerated sigh, but he grinned down at Joven as he began spreading some more of the lotion onto his irritated torso. So Hinky tossed the balled up wax strip at Ian and Lasercorn. Lasercorn let Ian do his job, still grinning. Lasercorn flipped his middle finger in So Hinky's direction, without breaking his kiss with Ian.
Oh, we're still making out! We've been making out this whole part!
But then pulled away reluctantly. Ian smiled down at Joven once again. He was about to lean down to kiss him when Mari handed him the bottle of lotion.
Wanna take over?
She asked.
Oh.
Fine.
Ian replied, laughing. He leaned over to kiss her softly on the lips before taking the bottle and switching places with her. Mari began to massage Joven's shoulders gently.
Yeah.
How are you feeling now?
She asked.
Better.
Joven replied, smiling up at her. She leaned down to kiss him softly, her vanilla lip gloss sweeter than Ian's, but just as enjoyable.
Ian's rough lips. What have you been kissing, Ian?
Rough hands, rough lips.
Yeah.
What do you got?
He felt Ian's hands begin massaging the soothing cream into his still stinging skin. When Mari pulled away from him, Joven caught a glimpse of a shared smile between Ian and Anthony, full of secret meaning. Everyone knew that the two of them had something special together. Something more than what happened between all six of them, but they never spoke about it, and Joven didn't want to pry. It didn't matter what their relationship was, anyway. What mattered was the love that all six of them shared together.
Oh.
That's sweet.
So Hinky's hand was still on Joven's thigh, fingers brushing up and down the inner seam of his jeans. Mari was rubbing his shoulders once again, and Ian and Anthony's hands continued to massage his torso.
Wow. Why are so many people touching?
All the touches combined felt amazing. He could feel it starting to show as well. His pants were getting tighter by the second. He let out a soft moan as Lasercorn's hands brushed the front of his jeans,
Last time I got it.
fingers lingering over the bulge there. Mari leaned down to kiss him again as Lasercorn unzipped his pants, pushing one hand inside until he could grasp Joven's growing erection. Joven groaned softly against Mari's lips. He felt her smile, with Lasercorn pumping him gently.
Where?
And all the other hands caressing his body. It didn't take long for Joven to his hips arched up off the table as the thick white liquid splattered his freshly waxed stomach. Oh no. So Hinky reached for the washcloth once again, wiping the away. Joven sighed contentedly as Mari stroked his hair.
Oh yeah.
No more complaining about the wax job now, so Hinky said, grinning.
Nah, you guys definitely made it out to me.
You added a second definitely.
Artistic
You're way
freedom.
doing that.
Joven agreed. He stretched his arms out, wincing slightly to himself at the slight sting that still remained in his torso. But most of the pain was gone now. He really did feel much better. Anthony ran his fingers along Joven's side, smiling.
You know we love you, right?
He murmured. Joven nodded, smiling back.
Of course I know.
He pushed himself into a sitting position on the table, hopping down to the floor. The moment he stepped away from the table, he was surrounded from all sides in an admittedly cheesy, but still wonderful group. He felt Ian's rough stubble against his shoulder, Anthony's strong hands on his hips, Mari's silky hair against his chest, Lasercorn's arm around his waist, and Sohinki's lips against his cheek. Joven couldn't help
That
contain.
makes more sense.
Joven couldn't contain a smile as he turned his head, kissing as many of them as possible.
I love you guys.
Is that what you say after him? He whispered. It was a strange, unusual sort of love that he felt for all of them, halfway between friendship and something more, but he didn't care about labeling it. None of them did. Whatever the six of them had found together, it felt right, and that was all that mattered.
Beautiful. Beautiful, brought a tear to my eye.
Wow.
My
And-
cheeks-
Then Joven's heart grew 3 times.
Luckily, I don't think that was a heart that grew.
Luckily, it didn't bring anything else to your eye.
Up to a new fresh
My only
yeah.
critique of this was that he was the only one that got any sort of.
I know.
pleasure
Yeah.
out of this.
Well, we had to give him
You guys all
something.
got way more action than I did.
Yeah, what was Mari doing that whole time?
She was
Are you jelly? You getting jelly up in here?
All right.
She's like, I'm getting waxed next time.
That's the first and last fan fiction. Maybe.
That's
we'll
what you
do
think.
that. Yeah.
Next year we'll read one that's even worse.
Oh, God.
New usernames are cool.
Yes.
All right, so get out your laptops. Get out your typewriters and write some even worse fan
And
fiction. We'll
you
read
know
it
what?
next year for 2-year
What is
anniversary.
You know what
Today.
would be really disgusting but hilarious if someone set this dramatic reading to like a flash animation.
Oh God! Don't
encourage
it.
it on the
They
internet.
can also write what happened after the dramatic reading.
Oh
Yeah.
God!
Guys, did everyone else get turned
my
on
God.
from that?
Yeah! I like that.
All right.
Well, guys, thank you for 1 year.
1 year.
Many more to come.
Awesome.
This is a great
Don't
birthday
say
present.
don't.
Many more to come.
No.
Oliver Jones.
Many more to be had.
Many more years to live through and have
Yes.
fun with.
Yes.
All right, thanks, guys, and we'll see you around.
Who's
What
got
is-
wax?
Fanfic bag.
Can I get wax next?
Erection bang.
I think we should all just not talk to each other.
All right.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
I'm in Godward.
I have some lotion.